5 days ago, TMZ ran a story about Manziel with this first line, quote, "For the 9th time in 22 days, here's a post about Johnny Manziel partying." Renee, is that what you guys are reporting? He's constantly out there using.
Yeah, he sounds like a total punk, and I feel like you keep seeing this. I'm sorry, I don't have that much pity for this kind of behavior, especially when it comes to assault and women, and we're seeing so much of it in the sports world.
So that's what's gotten you unforgiving.
Yeah, I don't.
See, I look at his behavior and it scares me. I look at somebody that's not well, but the behavior. But what do we do with the domestic violence? That's different.
Yeah, anytime you put your hands on a woman is unacceptable.
Yeah,
and this is something that he's going to have to face the consequences about. Now, while he was under the influence or what, it's irregardless.
Doesn't matter.
He committed the act.
Yeah.
It's going to be taken to trial, dealt with, and he'll have to face the consequences. Hopefully, he can take them as a sober individual and deal with them in a healthy way.
Oh, no. I don't think so. Do you, Christina?
No. The sad part here is that, I mean, legally, what's going to happen to him? He doesn't have a record. He'll go, if he doesn't plea out, he'll go to trial. You know, maybe we might want to make an example of him, but he won't get, it's like, he won't get any time in jail. I think he'll probably get probation, a first-time offender, go to classes, domestic violence classes. That's not enough. That's not enough to me. You know, these athletes that we're seeing so much, and we can go through so many different examples, but it's that problem of self-sabotage. You know, they have these problems. Is it that he came from high school straight to the NFL, and was it the pressure too much?
Is it the pressure, Ryan, or is it it's the opposite? It's the opposite, thinking that you can do anything.
Yeah, I think that I talk to people about how I was an addict long before I ever took a drug.
I love that phrase you said before.
And it was maybe 12 years old when I started behaving like an addict does, because I was told how great I was because I could throw a football. And he's being told how great he was for so long that he feels that he's better than, or the fact that he feels less than when he walks into a room because he's not actually accepted for who he is, but rather this Johnny football character. In my case, it was a caricature of who I ever could have been.
And you got going on opiates. This is the same medications we were talking about in the Prince situation. Again, doctor prescribed, as directed, right?
Yes.
And you got strung out.
It's the funny concept about it all is the only drug I've ever taken in my life is Vicodin, yet it took me to the very bottom, a jailhouse floor. I mean, it's a spiritually bankrupting drug, irregardless of what you look at.
Were you getting it from multiple physicians, or were you just...
Initially, it was doctor shopping. Ultimately, because I didn't know a drug dealer, I started taking them from friends' homes. Ultimately, walking into unknown people's homes and taking them.
Wow.
That's what those drugs do to you.
Scary.
They make you into a different person.